Good news, guys. We have an update for Sampler 2 at busyworksbeats.com/sampler. This is our free plugin. It comes with sounds in the factory library. We've added an update that fixes the speed. Some of you guys complained about how when you open up the plugin, it would take forever to open up. So for example, if I click it open, it's way faster now. And before it would take some loading time to load up sounds, but we fixed the back end. I'm working on some new sounds for you guys. This will be a paid library, okay, so that I'm working on right now. I just want to show you some of the sounds, but before we even get to those sounds, again, I'm going to show you guys some of the free sounds that come in the free version for those who haven't grabbed it at busyworksbeats.com. Okay, we can also hit init to reset everything, and we can randomize this plugin as well, and it will take all of your sounds from all of your libraries, whether paid or free. It will combine them into a unique stack. So for example, we're loading up sounds from Scorch. Shout out to Software Audio. You can load up Scorch sounds inside of Sampler as well. So this does not come with the plugin. I want to be very clear about that. You have to buy Scorch at Software Audio. And because he offered the SFZ files and the the samples for you guys, you can load those right up inside of Sampler. So let's turn this up, and I just clicked random, and we asked AI, I said, how many presets can we theoretically create out of all the parameters in this plugin? And it told us 10 decillion. So when you click random, you're literally going between 10 decillion potential presets. Alright, so some things we may have to tune. I'm not going to tune this. We're just going to hit random, and it's going to select different layers, and it's going to select different one shots, and also randomize the effects as well. So the newer update that I'm working on is going to allow you guys to also randomize the one shot area as well as the synth layers as well. So I'm still working on an update for you guys to go deeper with the randomization tool. So for example, one of these one shots, so I forgot which one it is. Even that sounds pretty cool. Okay, so it's one of these. There it is. Okay, completely new preset. Still one shot in there. Probably take out. But the point is, anyway, let's go back to presets. Let's go to factory library. Now these are presets built by me. And these are based on free sounds, so you guys don't have to. Alright, so I meant to show you guys in the effects area, we've added a new analog strip. This is going to add more of that analog vibe to your sound without you guys doing anything. This is on by default. Okay, so it gives you that dimensionality to your sound. So this is going to level up the sounds you already have. Okay, so let's arrow through some presets here. Let's go to presets. I forgot we have all these libraries it's choosing from right now. So let's go to preset. We're going to sort by the factory library and just go through these. Again, we can turn up the volume. Let me just do it on the channel level. I forgot to turn this down. Again, these sounds are free, by the way. Here's an E-piano. So really dope sounds that you guys can use even in modern R&B or trap and other genres as well. So it's not just like your typical sound, it's like sound plus the enhancement. All right, so we have a ton of sounds in here. Again, these are the free sounds, guys. right, so really nice, different sound. Like it gives you a synth vibe, but it doesn't feel overly synthetic. So we're working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes here, guys. This isn't even the latest build. We're gonna ship an update pretty soon here. All right, so a whole bunch of mallet sounds here. All right, now what's also cool is that we've added new effects for you guys. So if you're into like tweaking your sounds, you can go to the effects tab. We've added more effects from the texture area, from spring reverb to granular effects, formant filters. We've added a resonator and different even modal resonance. And then the analog channel as well for you guys, so that we've added more dimensionality to the sounds, so that you don't need more source sounds. Basically, you can still use the factory library sounds, which are free at busyworksbeats.com/sampler, but you could take them to a different level because now we have new effects. All right, so those are the free sounds. Let's go into more of the sounds I'm working on right now. Now these can get loud, so let me pull the channel down. So I'm just giving you guys a preview of what's next. Now this will be a paid library. It's not going to be free at all. Feel that analog richness is because behind me I have a Yamaha DX7. We got the Prophet 6, Prophet 08. We got the Moog Seeking 37 to my right, and then the Korg Cronus as well. And we're sound designing using all this analog gear, and you get a different sound with analog. It's just more like, I don't know the word for it, but I'll just say liquid, even though that's not the word I'm looking for. It just has a dimensionality to it, I'll say. So these are just some of the presets I saved so far. So really, really, really lush sounds. And again, these are just a few presets I've created so far. Let me check the library tab and see some of the other sounds I've created. So that those sounds don't necessarily use every sound that I've created here. Those are just the presets. So let's initialize, for example. Let's load up one of the sounds I'm working on. Now I don't even have the artwork for it yet, so you guys get to see the work in progress. So we have bass sounds. And I'm working on a new legato algorithm so that it doesn't like drop the sample anymore like it used to. See how it just faded right there? So I'm working on that. So we're gonna correct that soon. This is very The Weeknd-esque. You guys love the Weeknd sound. Vibe. 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 You know, the type of sound. So again, we can go through all these sounds, but just showing you guys I'm working on something new for you. I don't know how long this video is. I might end it here. It's kind of long. Just wanted to let you guys know we have an update for the sampler, even on our free sounds. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4 paid libraries you guys can access right now. Some of those are Halo 3D. So let me go through some of those presets. So when you buy the Sampler 2 bundle, you get access to way more sounds. Okay, so let me load up some of the presets I saved. Now these are just the presets. meaning the combined sounds. This doesn't mean it only comes with 2 sounds. It comes with, let me get the exact count. So Halo 3D comes with 133 sounds in there that you guys can mess with. All right, let's go back. Let's see what Helios comes with. 103 source sounds. Hercules comes with 263 source sounds. And Hypnos comes with 125 source sounds. So by source sounds, I mean the things we can layer inside of the synth tab here. So source sounds are different than presets. Okay, think of it as samples. I'll just call them samples. So there's what? Let me do the math. 130 plus 103, so that's 230 plus 260 is about 500 plus, so about 600 plus samples that you guys have access to build your own sounds. Okay, inside of Sampler 2. And like I said, guys, when you hit random, you technically have 10 decillion presets. Okay, so it's way more than just what I've given you. But anyhow, let's load up some of those presets. And then we have another one. Let me see what this one is. Let me make sure this drive isn't turned on. There we go. So with the, with the paid libraries, you guys get an expanded experience in Sampler 2. So it goes way deeper. Those are just presets, and let's go to the source sounds. Now, like I said, when you click on a source sound, it loads up a layer, which is different. So I have to initialize this to show you guys how this works. So let's go to Hercules, for example. Hercules is known for the bells and bass. So I can load up a bell, and then let's give it some release tail. Let's give it a quick attack. Let's give it delay. Let's give it reverb. And let me see here. Let's make sure the reverb and delay are turned on. Let's turn those on. Let's add some chorus. Boom. Make sure the analog is on. Cool. And let's see what else. So now we're going to click on layer B, and then we can load up a sound in layer B. So now we have 2 sounds, 2 layers going. Layer C. And then we can change the octave really quickly. I could change the panning position of each sound, the volume. So let's pan the brighter one to the right. All right, and then you can add the effects. So let's add some delay. We already have delay. Let's add some vibrato on the delay. Let's add some reverse. Let's do ping pong delay. In sound design, you guys can, do this forever. We can even add a pitch changed delay feedback response. Let's add some slowed down reverb. It's my proprietary effect. I just turned it into a plugin. So now when you play the keys, it plays another layer of reverb underneath. I get this gritty layer of reverb. Let's take off the reverse. And let's increase the size and decay curvature. Let's pull back some of that tuning. We can also cut out the lows. Let's add maybe some granular in here. Just add that little glittery layer. And what else can we do with the sound? I feel like the sound is good. We just need a reverb tail. And then on top of this, we can combine it with our synth right here for more aggression. So let's add like a sine wave in here. We can change the octave. And I'm going to make this easier to sound design, and not sound design, but like go through the shapes. There's different updates I'm not showing you guys yet. So now we have this huge sound. And then you could also filter out that. Add some drive to thicken it up. Let's turn down the level a little bit. It's a little aggressive. Let's add a little resonance. Let's add a little mod envelope. Now we get a moving sound. Let's add another layer here, and then we can add another layer from a different sound. So this one's from Halo 3D, for example. We can add some key sounds. That's hard to hear that because all these other ones, so let's mute these other ones. Mute the synth. See how we can just go into this, it's not a sound design plugin, but we can go into really unique areas of sound design. Like really nice sound. Now I'm gonna layer in these bells and just turn the bells down in volume because I like that approach to the sound. Let's turn down those buzzier bells. So again, we can just go infinitely with this plugin, and then on top of that, we can layer in one shots. You guys asked to drag and drop, so we're working on a drag and drop system right now. But right now, you can just go through the library, sort by the type, like for example, keys, and just click on a layer, and then double click to load up that specific one shot. So you can load up your own one shots as well, and then change the root note, or you can just hit. I gotta figure out. Okay, I gotta fix that. So it double click resets. Now I know that. And then you can also click auto tune, so it looks at the sample itself and it finds the root note. And then you can add that one shot. Now we have this huge sound. I'm only playing one note, guys. Just how big the sound got. One of these sounds is reversing, so I just got to figure out what is reversing. Oh, it's the delay. Let's turn that off. So again, guys, this plugin is just going to open up a different way of thinking, and it's less about like trying to force sound design. It's just about stacking unique sounds and just adding effects to where they create their own pocket. So like I said, you can click random. Let's click random one more time, and it will pull from all the sounds that you guys own and create its own stack. So right now it's doing that. Let's randomize one more time. That one's a little jagged. Plus, anytime something sounds out of tune with this, just check the one shot area. Most of the time, it's just a one shot that's not perfectly tuned to any key. Or it's the effect playing back. So right now we hear the feedback of the effect. So let's turn that off or change the tuning. And again, guys, I just hit random. So this is just the random setting. Hear that like future glittery sound. So this thing is a beast, you guys. I'm gonna be working on a new sample library. Again, I'll let you guys know when it's out. I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm just letting you guys I'm working on it. And again, so you can get access to over 600 additional sounds. Just go to busyworksbeats.com and look for the Sampler 2 bundle. If you just want the free plugin and access to the entire architecture, just go to busyworksbeats.com and download the download manager and install the free version of the sampler. So again, the trick here is to have as many sounds as you guys can to get these really unique combinations. I'll see you guys on the other side. It's Game from busyworksbeats.com. Peace out, guys.